My name is Holec. I am the Executive Director of an organization called the Southeast Asia Online Advocacy Network, or SEAOAN. As I just mentioned, I'm the Executive Director. With RCTSO, I provide some advisory, some overlooking program management. I help secure some funding and material support, basically public relations internationally. Right now, we are predominantly working with RCTSO, helping them accomplish their mission, which is assisting land rights defenders, their communities, resist forced eviction or secure their livelihoods when they are concerned about illegal logging, that kind of thing. I really agree with their mission. I've been living on and off in Cambodia since 2009 or 2010. So I've personally witnessed the impact that ICT has had for activists of all varieties, but particularly people out in the provincial areas, how it's enabled them to network better, how it's enabled them to document what is going on, and as a result of that, how it's been able to slow the pace of forced evictions or even keep it from happening or reverse, or at the very least negotiate better terms if they are forced to. RCTSO is a small organization and SEAOAN is a small foundation. In the future and in Cambodia, I realized that with a small team working in rural areas, especially very far rural areas, it's difficult to have a big impact. What I am seeing and what I hope to continue to see is an impact with individuals, especially where they have success stories. You know, I received some assistance and training from RCTSO and I stopped my house from being demolished, or I scared off some people coming to threaten the villagers. It's not necessarily the big story that makes it in the paper, but it's meaningful and it's important to people's lives. Mostly tied into my role, continuing to provide some material support, continuing to manage international relations, explain their mission in the States or elsewhere with like-minded organizations or colleagues, providing some advice, that sort of thing. Keep fighting, even if it seems hopeless at times. There's plenty of examples where it has worked out. If you give up and you just fall into hopelessness, nothing will improve. And do your absolute best to network and work with like-minded individuals and organizations, because the biggest thing I've seen over the last decade is that people who work together, that have a shared problem and a shared goal, solidarity, that is the biggest strength and the biggest impact you can have. Being isolated is the worst thing that can happen. Being together and supporting each other makes the biggest impact, and ICT, the ability to communicate amongst each other with activists, that plays a big role, but they have to be proactive.